Hey guys, and it is time for another Thoughts from the Loo. It's been a couple weeks. Today's the 8th of November. Ooh, 8th of November. You already know by now that we got a new president-elect. The Donald won the election on Tuesday. Looks like he got the popular vote in the Electoral College. Republicans took the Senate, and it looks like they're going to take the House of Representatives as well. So it's going to be this so-called perfect trifecta, which means that anything that anybody wants should be able to get passed. Oh, and there's a Republican majority in the Supreme Court. So what's going to happen there? But I have to say, I was scrolling through socials this morning while I was waiting for the kids to get up because I had a baby just fast asleep on my lap, and I saw that there's a lot of people out there now after the election saying, hey, how can I quickly build up 6 months worth of food? What do I need to do? How do I make sure that I have stuff that's shelf stable and whatnot? So as much as I hate to do it, nobody else had commented, and this question's been out there for a while on this one group that I had seen. So I said, if you're going to want to start with copy canning, make a food journal, track everything that you eat, every ingredient that you use from start to finish, And I explained what copy canning is. And it's interesting because when I scroll through YouTube, I also see all the people out there talking about, look at all of the, all the lefty liberal people losing their minds and blah, 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 blah. And then you have all the more right-wing leaning folks. This is the best thing ever that's going to happen to us. We're going to win, America, America, America. But there's really nothing in the middle that I'm seeing. And I feel bad for the people who are just now realizing that they need to start taking care of themselves and taking care of their families and making sure that they have that food security, because you shouldn't have waited until after the election. I saw people on Discord over the past couple weeks. How can I make sure I have 6 months worth of food by election day? And there was somebody this past weekend who was like, I need to make sure I have food by election day. It's like, you got 2 days, dude. I hope you have an unlimited budget, because that's going to really help. But no. And there's those of us who were just kind of like, somebody's going to win. We don't know what's going to happen, whether it's going to be good for the country, bad for the country, anything like that, until obviously after the election, after January 20th, which is Inauguration Day and all that jazz. But it's just one of those things where I went to my mom's group on Tuesday, and the kids were running around the gym and just screaming and playing, and we're all sitting there chit-chatting. You know what was not brought up once? The election. Nobody voiced any concerns or fears that they're going to have their rights taken away, or that they won't be able to feed their families or anything like that. And it just made me so happy, because you don't see that. You just don't see that anywhere anymore. So if you're worried, if you're stressed out, if you don't know what to do, if you think it's the end of the world, if you think it's the best thing that ever happened, think about the other people. If you think it's the end of the world, look at the folks who are happy right now. What is it that makes them happy? And if you're happy right now, look at the folks who are upset. What is making them upset? And see if you can find some way to just meet in the middle. Help each other out, because I haven't heard from my folks and I haven't heard from my in-laws, but I know they are going to be just not nice to be around. We'll just put it that way, for the foreseeable future due to the results of the election. And I'm sure my father-in-law is going to blame it all on us for, you voted Republican and you guys always vote Republican. I'm like, I don't vote straight ticket, you dumbass. Like, if you vote straight ticket, you got bigger issues. Like, you need to vote the issue, not the person, not the party. You know, you vote, sorry guys, you vote the issue based on the person. If candidate A supports 9 out of 10 of your values and candidate B is your party but only supports one of your values, I'm voting for candidate A. I'm not voting candidate B just because he's whatever party I've decided to align myself with. I've never voted straight party line, never have, never will. But it's just one of those things that I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I know that I'm going to have grumpy people that I'm going to deal with soon. So now it's just a matter of figuring out, how do I get through it? How do I make sure that I don't encourage these fights, these battles? Have a good one, guys.